Bro is just putting himself in a feedback loop of profit with this language modifier. I mean, imagine like you get this thing, like you get the language changing thing, right? And then because the whole point of the language changing thing was to like be like, oh, you want to be your own individual person, you want to be like special. And then you find, and then you can see throughout it's like all about like, oh, you want other people to be just as special as you, so you're not alone. But then it's like, oh, now you feel bad, so you want to go back to being an individual. And what if you do that, but then they come with the line of like, but hey, if you come to our office, we can make you into something unique, and that's when you become a tree. Is that a Wooloo on top? Yeah, it's I bought a Wooloo plushie in Comic-Con for a girl, so I'm gonna bring that back to Switzerland and give it to her. I told her like if she ever in stress or just like needs something to like just squeeze, Wooloo. So, well, hopefully I get to see her like soon because we've been talking for quite some time, and she lives in Switzerland, like really nearby. So it's not like it's impossible, but she's constantly busy. So yeah, but she appreciates the gesture. All right, an unusual occurrence on August 11th, 1959. By the way, this is awesome. I love the fact that we have 3 people who I can talk to, who can interact with each other. This is finally the most truest streamer experience. I finally got. You see that, Mom? I finally got it. She opens the door and it's like, what are you yelling about? It's like, I'm sorry. All right. Let me read that title again. An unusual occurrence on August 11th, 1959. You good there, good sir. Howard, you already do more than enough. You don't worry about it. Don't worry. You do well. You do. I'm already intrigued by this title and image. I recommend always good time with Fluff. Oh, Jade, you're too kind. You too kind. Oh, this is not a lengthy one, but it's called. There's some links here, so that worries me. Keita. Well done. All information regarding the SCP-1712 incident is to be suppressed, with the cover story of an office suicide having been disseminated. All images of -A picked up by satellite imaging are to be edited by Foundation personnel embedded in organizations capable of observing the anomaly. Foundation operated probes are to continuously track -A's location. -B is contained within a custom wildlife enclosure at Site 77. The walls of this unit are to be made of stone, and direct interaction is prohibited. In the event of -B breaches containment or requires relocation, the entity is to be tranquilized and handled using specialized equipment. That's an image of Richard Boyd, -A, taken 1 hour before exiting the atmosphere. Exiting the what now? You can't just say that! Okay, that's SCP-1712 is the collective designation for 2 anomalous objects which manifested as the result of the unexplained event. Raise notice, please see attached UE log for details. Despite various attempts at recreating the event utilizing -B and subjects similar to -A, the Foundation has not successfully created another SCP-1712 event. -A is the petrified body of one Richard Boyd, a citizen of Chicago, Illinois, in addition to half of an iron beam. Currently, it is located in the outer rim of the solar system and is moving at a rate of about 20 kilometers per hour, with its speed increasing exponentially. -A is expected to reach observable range within 5 years. It is currently unknown if Boyd possessed anomalous properties prior to becoming -A. -B is a tabby kitten with black and white fur. It weighs 8 kilograms and displays behavior expected for a cat of its age. When -B makes contact with living tissue, the tissue will immediately transform into stone. Shit. I love petting cats, so I would just be like, I would just be on the ground like, oh, Angela, you little. Basically, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. This transformation occurs instantaneously and will also affect non-organic matter the subject is making direct contact with, such as clothing, held objects, and the ground beneath them. This effect appears to extend about a meter in diameter from the closest source of formerly living tissue. The HP has not been noted to age during its time in containment. The following note was found attached to Dash P's collar. If found, contact Renma de Trebucha? How the hell do you say that? How do you say this? Okay, I keep forgetting that I have it linked to this. Let me just pause the music real quick. Because I have the Google Chrome audio source connected to the second. No need to explain. Let me just. Trebuchet. Well, is that? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yes, of course. Okay, music back on. Where was I? The contactable in Kingdom of Suva. RM. Notice from the Foundation Records and Information Security Administration. The following documentation has been included in the object's files as they pertain to the related anomalies prior to SCP object classification. Alex Rose, Document Curation Riser. What is this? Log of extra normal events. I assume this has hopefully nothing to do with the SCP, because seeing how much there is, I just expect that this is not that connected. Can somebody confirm if I have to read this or not? I'm gonna read the first thing. A sperm whale is maybe to be comes in length was observed breaching. Okay, it's not connected. Okay, good. Because I saw how long that is. Oh, okay, so it's like, it's okay, I see. It's like a thing of things that happen real fast. I see, I understand. I'm interested. I might do this for an offline reading video then. Not for a stream. Kind of like a same with the 914 experiments, like subscriber bonus. I might do that. I have to write that down to make sure I don't forget. Okay, event description. On the morning of August 11th, 1959, Richard Boyd was working in his office when witnesses said he noted a cat on the construction area. The building which he worked was having an additional build. An attempted to crawl out onto the construction area to rescue it, against the advice of others. After contacting the cat, Richard immediately lost his balance, fell, and then vanished from sight. Date of occurrence, 8th, 11th, 1959. Location, Chicago, Illinois, United States. Following up action taken, MTF Kappa 11 Red Barons was mobilized to track Richard Boyd location. But, Vin Von or Howard, can one of you write in my Discord suggestion to read this thing, the unexplained events, for a subscriber special, so I don't forget. Foundation personnel were able to recover the but there was no able to track it after it exited the operating range of the aircraft. Foundation personnel were able to recover the involved feline and administered Class B amnestics to all witnesses. The cover story of suicide was disseminated. Boyd supervisor Michael McGills was interviewed to obtain information on the subject. A transcript of the interview has been attached below. Update 11th 22nd 1961. Visual contact with Richard Boyd has been re-established using satellite imagery. Due to the ongoing nature of this anomaly, SCP object this classification is currently pending. Interviewed. Okay, we have Michael McGillis, Sales Department Lead, Chicago Meatpacking Limited, and we have Field Agent Valdez. Forward, Agent Valdez interviewed McGillis under the guise of a Chicago Police Department investigator to obtain as much knowledge on UE 1721 as possible. Fluff, I'm heading out. I'm gonna go get up at 7, so I'm gonna get some sleep. See you soon. I hope you'll be more in stream. I hope you'll be more in stream in the weekends. I assume you want to say you will be more. What? Wait. I understand what you mean. But yes, tomorrow we will probably be able to stream. Next weekend, SCP Rise, Saturday I won't be able to because I'm going to see Trevor Noah live. So I'll probably be home very late. But this Wednesday should be fine. Thursday should be fine. Friday should be fine. Just next Saturday will be not the case. But yeah, okay, here we go. Thank you for agreeing to this interview on such short notice, Mr. McGillis. I hope to be. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It's no problem, detective. I'm fixing to figure out what happened just as much as anybody. Smoke? No, thank you. That needs to come. Of course, detective. Now, what can I do you for? I'd like to ask you to describe the event to the best of your memory. I don't reckon my story is any different from anyone else's, but here goes. We filed sales reports on Tuesday, so all the guys were out there earlier today. Everything was normal, till I hear Wilkins and Roberts yelling after Boyd. I assume you left his office at this point. Right on the money, detective. I go outside to check on the ruckus, and I see him out of the first window you passed before coming in here. He's doing a balancing act out on those beams all for a damn cat. Anyways, the wind just so happens to blow a little stronger than it was, and... Okay, I'm gonna slam my desk. I won't. I will slam my bed. There we go. Not sure if you guys heard that. Kaput, gone. Think that cat fell off too. An on-site investigator noticed that a chunk of the beam he was walking on was missing as well. You didn't hear a thought of anything like that? Buddy, I trust those union bills about as much as far as I can throw them. That beam is probably made of plastic. Wouldn't surprise me if poor old boy his flea bag and that so-called beam would wind up in the river. Do you suspect the construction workers at all? Nah, they're honest people trying to make a living. It's those union organizers and the piece of shit protests that get under my skin. Those damn unions, I tell you. Right. I just have a few more questions for you, Mr. McGillis. Apologies, detective. It's been a strange day. It's not every day a man vanishes literally in thin air. McGillis began to cough. Oh, hell. Excuse me. You were saying, detective? Now, I'd just like to ask a few questions about Mr. Boyd. Did he get along with his co-workers? Any abnormalities in his behavior as of late? Not that I can think of. He got along fine with the other guys, but he's always been one of the more quiet ones. Didn't smoke or drink either. And his performance? Well, he always made the quota. Never really excelled, but never fell behind the pack either. If anything, he was reliable. What about his personal life? Has he ever talked about a family or anything of that nature? In the 10 years he worked here, he ain't ever brought up a gal or any kids. He's only ever taken a few personal days and been sick a few times. He must have parents, but he ain't ever mentioned them. You figure they're dead? We're looking into that. One more question, if you will. Fire away. Was it in Boyd's character to put himself in a danger like that? Hell no. He was as meek as they came. They have real soft spot for cats, though. Every now and then I would find him feeding the strays by the dumpster, and he'd always be tearing up and sniffling. I think he had one of those, what do you call them? Allergies? Yeah, that's it. Move aside for 15 seconds while the stands, grabbing the tape recorder. Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. McGillis. It is quite greatly appreciated. Do you have anything else for me before I go? Well, may I ask you something? Of course. What do you think? What do you think happened? No idea. Strange things just happen sometimes, I suppose. Hey, what was 761? What was that one? And log. McGillis was administered Class A amnestics following the interview. Of course he was. You will never you will never leave the amnestics out of this. 761, 761, 761. 761. Slightly less dangerous trampoline. Oh! I think I would call this one. I think I would call this one. Because I believe the slightly less dangerous trampoline is the one where, like, the more you jump on it, the higher you go. So, maybe. If I recall correctly. That might be the one. So, like... So, basically, if that is the one that I'm thinking of, the Valdez just basically is hinting on that, because is that that Boyd, as he became a statue, fell down onto the trampoline and got fucking skyrocketed into orbit. So I assume that's what he's trying to say. Because the fact that he's in space has nothing to do with the cat or with him becoming a statue. He got sent into space due to another SCP being involved. So I think that's what happened. He got transformed into a statue, and then happened to land onto the trampoline. Either he happened to land on the trampoline, or somebody made him jump on the trampoline. And the cat was only said to petrify things, not to turn them into a makeshift rocket. Yeah, exactly. I think there must have been a trampoline down below. We can actually double check by see if the trampoline was found in a construction site. Site is a dangerous trampoline. Well, it was recovered from a residential home, but it was in Illinois. If that is Illinois. It had been used during Chill's birthday party. So yeah, the trampoline was probably not directly by the construction site. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? It could have been that it was. Or that somebody used it to send him to space. Who knows, who knows, who knows?